Waltz got picked, not Walls from Harry, but Waltz is now going to be the national security advisor, replacing Jake Sullivan. So long, Jake. And so Trump is expected to nominate this guy. He could change his mind on the Rubio move, people are reporting, but who knows? So we'll keep our eye on it. Lee Zeldin, the EPA director, said it's an honor to join Trump's cabinet as the EPA administrator. We're going to restore U.S. energy dominance, baby. We're going to revitalize our auto industry. We're going to bring back American jobs. We're going to make the U.S. the global leader of AI. And we're going to do all of that while protecting access to clean air and to clean water. Good news. Sounds like a nice agenda there. American jobs, auto, manufacturing here. We should be the global leader of AI. We should have a clean environment, all doing the same. Now, the other person who is also in the running, Kristi Noem, Homeland Security? What on earth? Okay, so here's this story. Says, apparently, Trump has selected from CNN Politics Kristi Noem, South Dakota governor, as the next Secretary of Homeland Security, according to two people familiar with the selection. Again, Trump has not confirmed that, but okay. Noem will be tapped to take over the agency as two key immigration hardliners, Stephen Miller and Tom Homan, are stated to serve as the senior roles, signaling Trump is serious about his promise to crack down on his immigration pledges. With his selection of Noem, he's ensuring a loyalist will head an agency he prioritizes and that is key to his domestic agenda. I don't know. I don't know about this pick. She's in South Dakota. Don't we kind of border person? Maybe somebody from Texas, entire customs and borders, and the Secret Service and all those things. Noem had once been on the short list for VP, though her relationship with Trump shifted after the negative poll came out about her book, where she apparently eliminated her 14-month-old dog. Cricket, no! Kristi, no! When she was not displaying the signs of an ideal hunting dog. Remember that story? No. Is she a northern border person? Is she going to take care of the northern border? But she's in South Dakota. She's not even on the border. The governor wrote that the dog was untrainable, according to excerpts first being reported. So she took it out. Rest in peace, Cricket. Up there in heaven with Peanut and Fred. Oh, no. So I don't know. I don't know what our friends in South Dakota think of her. But I think there were also rumors that she was having an affair with Corey Lewandowski and some other things. And so that could bring additional drama that's not needed. I don't know if that's true or not, but I know that was being reported when she was in contention for the vice presidential nominee. But I also think about this role. Think about what Mayorkas does, right? We want somebody who can come in and just throw elbows in front of Congress as well. And is she that person? Mayorkas came in front of Congress. He looks like just a kind of pathetic, actually. Can she deliver those performances and stand for that agency? Now, also, I think that there's, and I'm going to just say this, you might think this is sexist or whatever. That's fine. It's not. But the fact that she is a woman and a good looking woman makes the agency have a less harsh vibe to it. If you put Tom Homan up there at the top, and he's like, yeah, we're coming into your house. We're taking everybody out immediately. So just get ready. It was like, what? You put her at the top. You're like, no, it's just Kristi Noem. Like there's nothing nefarious going on at all, right? It has a little bit more of a calmer vibe to it than if you put Tom Homan at the top of the list, right? People freak out. So maybe that's what this is about. Maybe it's about a softer vibe at the helm. Tom Homan's going to be the border czar, but this will be Homeland Security. So Homeland Security is not Tom Homan. Tom Homan is actually going to be maybe just a political appointee. We don't actually even know what his role is. What is a border czar specifically? We don't know. But the cabinet position would be Homeland Security. So that would be her position. So is it an optics thing? And I don't know what her qualifications would be for border running. That's a huge agency. She was the governor, of course, which is an executive position, which is a good thing. That means she's got executive capabilities to run an agency. She ran the whole state. So presumably that would translate over to running an executive agency. But I think you might want somebody with more security, national security background. Now let's see what her background is. She was a South Dakota representative. She'd once been on Trump's short list. And then, yeah, we just read it. So Cricket is no longer with us. Rest in peace. Now, also expected to appoint Stephen Miller, Deputy Chief of Staff of Policy, so working under Susie Wiles, says that Trump is expected to announce in the coming days that Stephen Miller, his top immigration advisor, will serve as the Deputy Chief of Staff. Miller was a senior advisor to Trump, was his lead speechwriter during the first administration, was a leading advocate for more strict immigration policies, closely involved in the transition project, frequently traveled to Trump's rallies, was on his private planes a lot, and they're going to seek to increase. He said that in the second term, they're going to increase deportations to more than 1 million per year. And how many deportations did Obama have per year? Let's see if we can get a good number on this, because is that more or less than Obama? Okay, so he deported, that's a lot more than Obama. So Obama was around, his highest year ever in 2012 was 409,000. So it would be double, more than double his highest year. His final term was about 250,000, 250,000. So it would be much bigger than that, about 4 times the size of his final term. Now, how about Trump's first term? Let's ask that and see what it tells us. See what those numbers were, because it would also be dramatically bigger than Trump's first term. Okay, in 2020, there were only 185,000 deportations. In 2019, Trump was also still doing about, actually, even in some years, less than Obama was doing, less deportations, 250,000 about in 17, 18, 19. According to these numbers, less than Obama in several years. So, yeah, it would be about 4 times what he did in his first term, which would be significant. So in an interview with the New York Times last year, Miller said that under a second Trump term, the military would build detention centers to house immigration and immigrants. Said the plans are being designed without having to avoid a bunch of new legislation. And of course, we'll see what that looks like. Now, Musk is down there at Mar-a-Lago. We saw Caitlin Collins yesterday on CNN was not happy about this, but they're hanging. Donald Trump was zipping around with Elon, and they took photos. They went to gift shops. They dined al fresco with Melania Trump. They're hanging, baby. This wasn't the only buzz of activity. Howard Lutnick, co-chair of the transition, was also there. 17-year-old daughter Kai was there. Also spotted Susie Wiles, RFK Jr., Tulsi Gabbard were hanging out. Man, what a cool place to be. Another difference. Says in 2016, Trump leaned on Washington establishment types. This time, no. The undertaking now has the feel of a startup, according to those sitting in on the meetings. Let's go. People close to Trump say he's always sought input from random assortment of advisors, and he's doing that now. And so the cabinet continues to be formed. Elon Musk is there. And we're excited about what they are cooking up together. So we'll see if this relationship between Melania and Jill ever cools off. I wouldn't expect it to. That's what happens when you raid your political opponents. Kind of ends the friendship. All right.